What is up, you guys? Bankai to the motherfucking Tencho here, bringing you another episode of Musou. We are getting close to the end soon, and there's no way I could forget about bringing in one of my other favorite game franchises, Senran Kagura. Now, they are mainly known for their amazing beat 'em up slash Musou, because Senran Kagura brings forth a Musou vibe to it. Even if you don't want to call it even if some people don't call it a Musou, it has a Musou vibe to it. So just deal with it at the end of the day, because it's the truth and y'all know it. But anyway, this is another one of my favorite game franchises, Senran Kagura, which I cover a lot of videos for when it comes to Senran Kagura on my channel. You know, I've been off the grind lately for, you know, doing Senran Kagura vids most of the time. You know, besides covering mod showcases and all that stuff, and just showcasing a lot of legendary mods online and everything for Senran Kagura. You know, like the boob scaling and all that shit, the body scales and all that stuff, and, you know, other things. But besides that, you know, I'm not gonna close Musou Made down without some, like, I'm covering all of my favorite Dynasty Warrior type, you know, type games, and Senran Kagura isn't really Dynasty Warrior type. You know, it's not by Koei or any of that stuff. It's by Marvelous, but it does bring forth a Musou vibe, as I said. And y'all know I could never forget Senran Kagura. That's one of my favorite game franchises. But anyway, let's get on with this. So I'm bringing out my girl Ryobi right here. Let's get it. I have all my Senran Kagura characters maxed out to the max. That's the same thing. I have them maxed out in Estival Versus, Burst Renewal, Shinobi Versus, all three Senran Kagura beat 'em up slash Musou games, bro. So trust me on this, that I cover Estival Versus, Burst Renewal, Shinobi Versus. As a matter of fact, all the Senran Kagura games on my channel, like a lot of them. Alright. One of my favorite characters is mainly Hikage. When Estival Versus dropped, one of my other favorite characters was Hanabi. When Shinobi Versus dropped, you know, Miyabi was one of my favorites. Alright, we got the gauge up. I kind of wanted to get up more because I want to get some of the special Shinobi skills going. So, hold up. Special Shinobi out. So, we're going to go Shinobi transformation. I'm not going to go frantic. Usually, I only go frantic unless I'm bringing out, you know, our busty Senran Kagura girls. And, you know, Ryobi has the big tits when it comes to her Shinobi transformation, because Shinobi transformation is basically your imagination and everything like that, and what your battle attire is supposed to be. And, you know, Ryobi here always yearned for big tits, to the point where her Shinobi transformation is literally with big tits. Next to Mirai, she's the flattest in Senran Kagura. But there's actually a bust size ranking for all Senran Kagura characters, for those who don't know. Thought I'd mention. Also, by the way, if you're looking for a good place to grind in Estival Versus, I recommend you pick the mission Countless Losses. This is the one right here, because it helps for a lot of grinding. That's how I got all my characters in Estival Versus to max level. For Burst Renewal, you can try the extra free missions on hard mode. That's your best option for grinding there. But then Shinobi Versus, you'd mainly have to choose most of the missions, like most of the missions with the most enemies. So yeah. Alright. Let's bring in the specials. I love Ryobi. Alright. Ricochet Perudo. Just like Haruka, Ryobi is also a sadist. If you want to know more about Senran Kagura, subscribe to my channel because I cover Senran Kagura discussions, everything Senran Kagura wise. The franchise is considered dead at the moment to some people, but you know, a lot of people are still holding in. A lot of fans out there who still love Senran Kagura are holding in for Senran Kagura 7. So I took it upon myself to cover Senran Kagura discussions because, you know, I fucks with the franchise on a different level than most other people, and that I definitely mean. I don't know what happened, but the enemy literally lagged to the bottom out of bounds. Well, alright, well at least she came back up now. I could have just taken my aim off her and ignored her, but if I did, the game would have stayed frozen, to be honest. Then again, Senran Kagura has always, like Estival versus Burst Renewal, most of the Senran Kagura games have always been broken. And that's no surprise. I've actually covered Out of Bounds for Shinobi Versus, so if you want to see that video, just comment for me to send the link, and I'll definitely put it in the comment section. I'll reply back with the link. Back up. Alright, let's get the ultimate Shinobi art. Truth is, I kind of wish Ryobi had actual big tits. Like, I wish she had actual big tits, because you know what? Riona and her are like twins and shit. So like, if Riona had twins, why doesn't Ryobi? If Riona has big tits, why doesn't Ryobi have it either? Like, that's how I've always asked that. And I feel like the creator of Senran Kagura, Takagi, literally didn't want Mirai to be alone, so they literally made Ryobi one with flat tits, you know. But at least her Shinobi transformation, which is her own, you know, physical embodiment, she has big tits. Like Ryobi like she yearns for it. Now, remember how I said Senran Kagura Estival versus? Every Senran Kagura game can sometimes be broken. Estival versus is one of them. You push the enemies, the turtle enemies away, and that's what happens. They're gonna spin all over the place, and I think that's mainly part of an attack. I used to think it was probably broken or something, but I think it actually is part of an attack. Now, this grinding mission on hard, I sometimes hate the way the enemies don't stop hitting and spamming and shit. It's annoying. But this is hard difficulty, so if you want to grind off it, make sure to choose hard, because you'll be able to grind that way. That's why the mission's so long, because it's on hard mode. The harder the difficulty, the longer the mission. The enemies tend to piss you off a lot, but trust me, for anyone starting Estival Versus, the enemies can tend to piss you off a bit. You'll get through it. Come on. Yo, get that bitch in the corner, bro. All right, here come Renka, Kafuru, and Hanabi. Goodbye. They're right behind me, so you know what? Well, Renka is. Shinobi transformation, yes, yes, yes. And then here comes Hanabi. When they're halfway close to losing, they're gonna use Shinobi transformation. And they spam the specials too, which is very annoying. This is on hard mode, just to let you guys know. I don't think I told you, but it's on hard mode. Gotcha. Hanabi's out. Kafuru's still over there, bro. I've always loved that Ryobi has such a nice cleavage with her Shinobi transformation because the cleavage looks so perfect when she's in Shinobi transformation. Now, that's what I've always loved about playing as Ryobi. Kafuru, something is wrong with Kafuru's AI because it was literally standing there. Like, look, you stand there, just watch. It's broken. It's broken. I've never dealt with something like this before. I just came back to the game on my PS4. I'm mainly more on it on PC, but it's like she's just standing there, but she's still aiming at me though. Yes, she's still broken. I never did something like this before. Alright. The game wants to be broken? That's fine. It always was broken, so it's no surprise. Oh well. The camera forgot. In PC you can move the camera more, but you know. Alright, but other than that, you guys, I think that's it for today. That's it for Musou Mei's episode today. I really don't care about the result. I never have cared about the results when playing through the story, but other than that, you guys, I will see you guys later. It is your boy, the Powerful Swordsman here, aka the Bonkai to the motherfucking Tencho, signing out.